Yeah, Adam the Immortal, architecture of mankind, waiting for the kingdom of Yeshua HaMashiach. Yo, Contra Poder is the way that my mic is killing it. I feel it in my blood, body, bone marrow, brain, and my spirit. Another day for a slave, another day to torture you cats, worse than the Arabs hidden in Abu Ghraib. You can't escape, you need to get paid. You can't avoid a rat race when your body was born inside of a maze. You're amazed at the oppressor's ways, and so we use it's the illegitimate love of money to make you useless. You're too stupid to view it, and I'm already too tired to try to persuade you into a movement. Class struggle is fierce, so we're fighting to prove, son, that equality in America's an illusion. If you ain't got solutions for change, then you're part of the problem, and you're holding my people back all the same. So I hit merciless with the spirit of Genghis Khan when I rip and I spit hot fire like Dialon. Yeah, throw your cups in the sky. Freedom is ours the moment we take it for you and I. My ancestors fought and died for freedom like Ramon Montañez against the plantation owners that used to beat them. So throw your fist in the sky. Freedom is ours the moment we take it for you and I. Your ancestors fought and died for freedom, so you're gonna have to decide whether you're gonna live free. You can't be free if you're living inside a prison, if you sell ism or living dependent on the welfare system, on what the government's giving your children to eat. You can't be free if you're dependent on government meat or government cheese. You couldn't fight against the hand that feeds, even if the hand was molesting your seeds. So we need to recognize what our lives would need in order to break the system like some HIV. We need to be architects, mathematicians and students, lawyers, physicians and politicians, leaders who can create movement and steady improve the position of humans on this continent. Studying to be dominant, building our mental and physical armament. They're gonna try to attack us the moment we try to become autonomous, but ain't no stopping this. And so we take aim, cause our ancestors died in order to break chains. Yeah, throw your cups in the sky. Freedom is ours the moment we take it for you and I. My ancestors fought and died for freedom like Ramon Montañez against the plantation owners that used to beat them. So throw your fist in the sky. Freedom is ours the moment we take it for you and I. Your ancestors fought and died for freedom, so you're gonna have to decide whether you're gonna live free. Adam will strike with a pen in the military tradition of the easier land. You better befriend or better be prepared to defend against the slave owners coming to rule your people again. It's the same struggle from Angola to the barrios of Peru. They're using ignorance as a tool to fool men into chasing after sex and jewels, while keeping their privilege protected by political moves. But I refuse to allow them to conquer my values, telling me a shiny rock is more important than food. So instead I study to show myself a workman approved, and I remain 10 steps ahead of the game like Deep Blue. You're Kasparov while Adam is Molotov, trying to incite incendiary aggression in the mob, and trying to keep my people pointed at God, cause he's the only basis for equality, liberty, justice and law. Yeah, throw your cups in the sky. Freedom is ours the moment we take it for you and I. My ancestors fought and died for freedom like Ramon Montañez against the plantation owners that used to beat them. So throw your fist in the sky. Freedom is ours the moment we take it for you and I. Your ancestors fought and died for freedom, so you're gonna have to decide whether you're gonna live free. Yeah, throw your cups in the sky. Freedom is ours the moment we take it for you and I. My ancestors fought and died for freedom like Ramon Montañez against the plantation owners that used to beat them. So throw your fist in the sky. Freedom is ours the moment we take it for you and I. From the black heart of Peru, Adam will strike violent to lead bystanders to staggering stages of silence. It's the verbal essence of weaponry, superior intellectual clarity, manifesting my rarity. I'm like a space-time singularity when I shine, molding thoughts of all ethereal portions. I got them pouring out, forces that form heavenlies, mapping Hebrew letters and sounds from the energy. Thoughts are sacred like the Hebrew signs.
I'm like Einstein, 150 times magnified. Nikola Tesla and John Von Neumann, all wrapped up in the body of one human.
Thoughts amazing like the Nazca lines.
I'm like Einstein, 150 times magnified. Nikola Tesla and John Von Neumann, all wrapped up in the body
You
of
know
one
if I can't even battle me, I drastically alter anatomy of humanity's previous intellectual thought capacity, capturing lyrics, a grammatical matador. My renditions a premonition of violent visions of war. Warriors of the sword, lyrical munitions piercing the core of dragon skin like the weapon of St. George. You wanna follow, count the cost. Me and my crew are forced to war daily with soldiers of Satanas, bringing truth to your mosque of Yeshua's physical death on a cross and resurrection. My comprehension is so deep, it'll shatter the thought of the normal thinker. Move through the valley with the songs of the Inca, talking intervals, spilling my ill thoughts. Iller than an animal minus immune response. Iller than the leprosy cells giving you skin spots. Iller than the plague that spread during the Renaissance. Thoughts are sacred like the Hebrew signs.
I'm like Einstein, 150 times magnified. Nikola Tesla and John Von Neumann, all wrapped up in the body of one human.
Thoughts amazing like the Nazca lines.
I'm like Einstein, 150 times magnified. Nikola Tesla and John Von Neumann, all wrapped up in the body of one human.
Glory to Yeshua HaMashiach, the risen iron and steel scepter, walking this earth like a leper with scars from a Roman regiment, whipping with glass, leather blades and steel, embedded and tethered to sever the flesh. But my flesh buried my body in pleasure till I walk the earth with the animal heart of Nebuchadnezzar, animal soul controlling my ethereal goal, making me walk contrary to the gospel of old. The riches of God's scrolls, greater than gold and greater than the riches foretold through the prophets of God's fold. Greater than the wealth you can gain by losing your soul. Rubies and diamonds cannot compare. The true worth of an atom is only fathomed when the design is analyzed, refuting lies of self-organized, organic lies. Spontaneous generation is false, so I hit you with a mind deeper than darkest regions of Sheol, with neural kinetic patterns more energetic than Neo.
I get angry when I think that justice isn't being served. And to me, justice is taking care of those who aren't able to take care of themselves.
It happened somewhere on a bus in Lima, when you begin to see the world isn't gold, when you behold a 7-year-old dancing for change with no parents, and realize the world isn't shocked at her appearance. Matter of fact, you wouldn't reach for change yourself, cause you're a selfish bastard with your American wealth, and you look down upon the downtrodden, withdrawn from the neoliberal economic system you spawned on the shores of Latin American maps, like Nafta caused the Mexican economic collapse. These are facts that you don't know, so you go off when they cross deserts looking for livelihoods that they lost. But if it were you, you would be here too. How can you blame a family that's trying to work for food and feed their kids' faces? Racists need to recognize that America survives off the labor that we provide.
Sombríos días de socavón, noches de tragedia, desesperanza y desilusión se sienten en mi alma. Así mi vida pasando voy, porque minero soy. Dinero que por mi patria doy toda mi existencia.
How can you call yourself a man? How can you call us the immigrant when you're living in our ancestral land? This blood's buried in every river, valley, and mountaintop, thousands of years before you ever came to Plymouth Rock. This is the story of our people who built the city of Machu Picchu and the temples of Chichen Itza, historical legacy that ain't related to you. So you fear the word Aztlan cause you know that it's true. Our people were murdered, sons were turned into slaves, and still today we work for minimum wage in a capitalistic system that exploits to survive. Adam reporting live from Manahua, the occupied.
Sombríos días de socavón, noches de tragedia, desesperanza y desilusión se sienten en mi alma. Así mi vida pasando voy, porque minero soy. Dinero que por mi patria doy toda mi existencia.
lucha será larga y difícil, pero la continuaremos is how I feel, cause the struggle is our obligation. If you ain't fighting for, well then you're holding back your people some more. We need to move forward, first we need to chill with the beef. Like being trapped inside a slaughterhouse with frozen meat. It's counterproductive, we need to make change, but you can't when you're living off your mom at your age. Education is key, so how you gonna make moves when you can't add, read, subtract, or pay dues? Gotta finance our own campaigns to make change, and buy up our own politicians like brand names. America the whore, concerned with only wealth, turns away the poor whenever they knock on her door. This song is dedicated to my people, every field laborer, zapatista, soldier, and campesino.
Sombríos días de socavón, noches de tragedia, desesperanza y desilusión se sienten en mi alma. Así mi vida pasando voy, porque minero soy, minero que por mi patria doy toda mi existencia. Sombríos días de socavón, noches de tragedia, desesperanza y desilusión se sienten en mi alma. Así mi vida pasando voy, porque minero soy, minero que por mi patria doy toda mi existencia.
La bestialidad imperialista. Bestialidad que no tiene una frontera determinada ni pertenece a un país determinado.
Yo, this is the story of the sons of Rhea Silvia, an ancient omen given to Daniel inside a dream. The foundations built for the city of Palatine on the 7 hills in 753 BC. This is the city known as Rome, the beginning of Western imperialism, it came to be known. The same place Remus tried to call his home when his murderous brother Romulus killed him for control of the throne. This was the time of Etruscan kings, the time when dynasties reigned and Latin rulers became the dominant life form upon the plain that bordered along the banks of the Tiber, a fertile empire. The armies that covered the fields, the siege ramps, ballistas and weaponry, conquer all enemies, seize a celebrity. To give my life for the glory of Rome is a slave soldier's destiny. Awoke and startled in the middle of the night, a dark angel told me to recite. He said to speak the laws of Hashem and bear witness against kingdoms of earthly men. Soon the true king would come again. His words made my stomach turn bitter like the waters of wormwood full of earthly woes.
Born with Lucifer, pagan, you'll forever be froze. It's devilish like the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Diocletian feared him, and so we aligned the body of Yeshua inside of a coliseum. Men and women fall, the whole crowd erupts in joy when blood splatters on a stadium wall. 312 AD, a change would come. Constantine, the great Caesar, recognized the first Easter. Baptized a believer when he announced his faith in the coming of Yeshua HaMashiach. But now politics mixed with church philosophy, money from the government shaping the new policy. Paganism influenced theology, and Rome was forced to fight inside a barbarian war for autonomy. The Goths attacked and the Vandals would ravish. The Merovingians and the Clovis became established. Carolinian Holy Roman Empire vanished, but the dream of Rome would rise from the ashes. And so centuries passed with dark wars, a succession of city-states and dark lords. The ways of the Roman sword were still adored by the Mussolinis, United States and the Nazi horde. 1957 we moved forward to see the Treaty of Rome signed with one accord, meant to re-establish a European consolidation and resurrect the dream of the Romans among the nations. Awoke and startled in the middle of the night, a dark angel told me to recite. He said to speak the laws of Hashem and bear witness against kingdoms of earthly men. Soon the true king would come again. His words made my stomach turn bitter like the waters of wormwood full of earthly woes.
Born with Lucifer, pagan, you'll forever be froze. It's devilish like the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Now the time has come, the dragon knows his time is short, so he's on the run. Guns aimed at any attempt to resist the rise of the imperialistic system upon the unwise. With eyes closed, they lost control of their lives. With a database recording and storing the things they buy, now they're forced to deal with it, hiding their crucifix as they take the number of 666. This is the time of the beast, the culmination of the Roman confiscation of peace. We were warned by the prophets, but mankind loved the money and profit, treating human beings like mere objects. Now democracy rots a mere carcass. When 10 kings hand over their thrones to pay homage unto anti-Messiah, the godless son of perdition, attacking the children living within the promise. Labor camps and state prisons, you could be tortured or missing for questioning state positions. The rise of the new world order and inquisition. No border marks the end of neo-imperialism. Death to all descent, genetically modified men who walk around with ruby red skin. But beware, cause the coming of God is drawn nigh. The sign of the return of Yeshua is in the sky. Awoke and startled in the middle of the night, a dark angel told me to recite. He said to speak the laws of Hashem and bear witness against kingdoms of earthly men. Soon the true king would come again. His words made my stomach turn bitter like the waters of wormwood full of earthly woes.
Born with Lucifer, pagan, you'll forever be froze. It's devilish like the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Awoke and startled in the middle of the night, a dark angel told me to recite. He said to speak the laws of Hashem and bear witness against kingdoms of earthly men. Soon the true king would come again. His words made my stomach turn bitter like the waters of wormwood full of earthly woes.
Born with Lucifer, pagan, you'll forever be froze. It's devilish like the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Immortal. Yo, I touch a Valkyrie for action. My style is off the balcony, like the progeny of Michael Jackson. Verbally assassinating with vocal reactions. In the contraption I'm trapped in, it's called rapping. Hip-hop machine designed by Elohim to destroy, decoy, b-boys and void your dreams. It ain't happening, trying to raise the bar of a deaf MC, so your kids could try to be like me. It ain't the fame that I feel for, the fortune I adore. It's the Lord for whom I'm spitting vocal swords through my vocal cords, ignoring the cries of the flesh. When I rock through rock, Hakodesh. Satan trying to put my physical frame in a test, but what the devil meant for misery's making me blessed. Trapped in the valley of the spiritual death, I'm looking to the God written in the Masoretic text.
There is a house in your lace they call the rising sun. It's been a ruin over many poor boys, and God, I know I'm
Get up, get down. Adam the Immortal about to take over your town. Get up, get down. Feeling the rum and I know you're feeling the sound. Get up, get down. Adam the Immortal about to take over your town. Get up, get down. Feeling the rum and I know you're feeling the sound. Encapsulated my style like a fetus. When I unleash this auditory telekinesis, increases my energy, but as my strength releases, I leave this eviscerated mic in pieces. Attacking your pagan thesis, more ancient than ancient Greece's, more catastrophic than the plot to kill Jesus. Washing my holy hands in the blood of the Lamb that frees us. Shield of Abraham reppin', consecrated thought brought in the Jewish mysteries like 10 Sephiroth, Hasmonean style. It had to be Adam the Immortal's family. You leave you hammered like the Maccabees. To you whack MCs, you need to quit for it's too late. Come on, I've heard a better rhyme, a cassette tape. I can't wait for the date for Sector 7 to rise, just to glorify God in the secular world's eyes.
There is a house in your lace they call the rising sun. It's been a ruin over many poor boys, and God, I know I'm one.
Get up, get down. Adam the Immortal about to take over your town. Get up, get down. Feeling the rum and I know you're feeling the sound. Get up, the source of a spring. We're rooted to the earth, more specifically to the path. From Tierra del Fuego down in Canada on the map. The winds of change have come, but my people have still remained strong in the face of adversity. I'm mixed blood, almost every color occurs in me. The culmination of the genetic set of diversity. Inside the mind universities where they taught theories of math, engineering, structural city plans. To the mound builders of Cahokia, longest Indian millennia in the history of Bolivia. To the city-states of Nazca, part of a free trade pact spanning Patagonia to Alaska. To the Caribbean, Blackfoot, and through Nebraska. For centuries before anybody conceived of NAFTA. This land was densely populated, in fact. With more people in the Americas than Europe at that. With greater population density than India packed. Until the epidemics attacked on first contact, like in harder in the furnace fires of in the furnace fires of Bolvian streets. In the furnace fires of Bolvian streets. I admit, it's easier to say than live it. I almost lost my life as a Christian, lying on my back in derision, hardening my heart in my condition. You never knew it because you never listened. Hate risen over the faith that people were given, and the faith that I wasn't living. But I refused to remain calm. Thought of myself as strong. Your mind will play tricks on you when the devil's got your arm, and you're alone in a world of harm with nothing to lean on but a knife and an ice grill like bronze. I thought I understood the church's past till I was face forward in the reality of brutality. Seeing indigenous people in poverty because of a colony consecrated by religious authority. Now I understand the hurt and why the people of earth will curse the church as if it were dirt. Like and harder in the furnace fires of Bolvian streets. In the furnace fires of Bolvian streets. Walking the streets of La Paz, giving pause to every thought of Western progression you've ever had. Inside societies that were ravaged hundreds of years, you could see another side of humanity that appears, and another side of yourself when you look in the mirror. It's enough to make you want to repent when you see a grown man cover his face as he's working for rent, to try to hide the shame of shining your shoes for 12 cents. But when that's the option you gotta take it. Immigration laws gotta break it, especially when your kids are barely able to sleep from hunger pains, and you know it stays the same the longer that you remain. You'll become an easy target for blame, but surviving you gotta break the rules playing in this unfair game. Said there's more to life than driving a car with a fancy name, so I spit a flame to create change.